The owner of a brothel contacted my agency. Her son died several days ago, and the police believed it to be a suicide, but his mother did not agree. She believes that her son was happy in life, and that someone murdered him. She suspects a famous local businessman, but this is a bold assumption, one that needs to be supported by evidence. I suspect it's simply a grieving woman having difficulty accepting the death of her son, and that's all there is to it. But whoever pays calls the shots. I will take her suspicions seriously and investigate. This way, I will show that I can be trusted with serious cases. This must be the mother of the deceased. Hello, are you Diana Evans, the mother of the deceased?
Mother of the deceased. Yes. And you?
Detective John Woodbury. You wanted someone to investigate your son's death.
It's all a mistake. Police say he suffered from alcohol poisoning, that his heart stopped. It's complete nonsense. This couldn't have happened.
Why do you think that?
Don't get me wrong, but I'm a brothel owner after all. My son is old enough to know how to drink properly. I taught him myself in some way.
That wouldn't prevent his heart from stopping.
He was absolutely healthy, healthier than either of us, and happier. He wouldn't drink himself to death. It's absurd.
Where and when did this happen?
On the 80th fracture 4-day. There's a staircase near your carriage. It will lead you to the square. There is a kind of gazebo.
I will take the required tools, carefully examine everything, and return to you. In this city, I can take my entire laboratory with me. It's very convenient. It looks more like a hotel than a brothel, but it seems the area isn't much of a tourist attraction.
Are you interested in any vintage curiosities?
What kind of store do you have? Is it a pawn shop?
Well, what's in a label? I just help residents get some cash for things they no longer need.
Yes, right. Well, I'll let you know if I see anything of interest. Thank you. The cemetery is already closed at this late hour. I think this is the central square of this district. Someone dropped a screwdriver. I could use that. Just need to figure out how to get it. Is this a goblet? Why is it near the doghouse? A typical corner for all sorts of business that takes place after sunset. Strange soil and a lot of footprints, including tracks of dogs. What was going on here? Someone lost a button. It could be related to the murder, but not necessarily. It seems to be a popular place. This could be the goblet the deceased drank from. Most likely contained alcohol. Some simpletons immortalized their love on the sculpture. Most likely these vandals are very young. Judging at a glance, there could be poison in this bottle. I need to check it in my laboratory. This is a highly toxic substance. Just a few drops are enough to make a person's heart stop. Judging by the tracks, the dog took the goblet from the crime scene. The deceased was not alone at the time of death. He was drinking with someone. The watch stopped when it hit the ground. It was evening time. I think this watch belonged to the deceased. I've found sufficient indications to conclude this looks more like a murder. I need to inform the mother of the deceased about this.
Have you examined the place of death?
Yes. It's difficult to be sure of anything right now, but I have reason to think that it really was a murder.
Oh, thank you for believing me. I was already starting to think I was going crazy.
Can you take me to the deceased's room? I need to continue investigating. There could be important clues.
I understand the importance. I wanted to give you the key to the room right away, but the governess didn't find it. You'll have to wait a little longer. You can talk to Oscar Brown now. He's most likely sipping coffee in the square nearby.
The businessman whom you suspect murdered your son. Might I ask, incidentally, why you suspect him?
I won't lie, it's my fault. He lent me money when I had business problems and I didn't manage to return them in time.
Did he blackmail you?
I could say so. The last time he threatened to take away the most precious thing to me. He became my main suspect after those words.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
Take a piece from the playroom. Most of the useful things are stored there. You can take everything you need. You can also rest there if you get tired.